Meghan Markle has a history of showing off her wealth to those she meets by showing up in expensive clothes and jewelry. A notable example is when she visits Harem, where she sees children from poor backgrounds sitting on the floor, people from different backgrounds listening to her stories, or seeing her wearing expensive clothes and jewelry. Hello viewers. Welcome to Royal Revelations. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you will get any news about the British royal family. While wearing it, he attended a reading of his book Harry. This shows that she is unable to understand situations based on her lack of emotional empathy and often fails at cognitive empathy due to her narcissism. She cares more about looking great and attracting wealth than her genuine empathy and connection with herself, and she cares more about being seen in luxurious outfits than her philanthropic course itself. She actually despises them, especially among the poor, as they rarely provide her with anything more than the attention she craves. If she were, she would act differently, but she continues to act this way because she lacks emotional empathy. Meghan traveled to the African country with her husband Prince Harry to promote the Invictus Games in Nigeria, a country with 87 million people living below the poverty line. Meghan changed her outfit many times during her trip and ended up spending around £120,000 on jewelry and new clothes. This decision was criticized by some given Nigeria's extreme poverty, and Meghan wore many luxury brands during her trip, including Carolina Herrera Arela and Joe Ortiz. Nigeria faces serious challenges such as child hunger and malnutrition in 2023, ranking 109th out of 125 countries on the Global Hunger Index, with child stunting at 32%, malnutrition at 18%, and malnutrition at 18%. Child mortality rate was 11.8%. Nigeria's literacy rate is also approximately 61.3%, and the female literacy rate is approximately 50.4%. Despite Nigeria's purported commitment to youth empowerment, nothing was done to address these issues during the visit. She did not mention them, nor did she promise to improve her literacy or stay in Nigeria to teach children. Instead, she continued to wear expensive clothes, the cost of which amounted to around £120,000 for the 3-day tour. Although she could have greatly contributed to addressing some of Nigeria's problems, her actions showed that she is narcissistic, indifferent and self-absorbed. Although Nigeria is rich in human and natural resources, it remains one of the poorest countries due to corruption and poor governance. With high unemployment rates, especially among graduates, many Nigerians also suffer from serious health problems such as HIV and AIDS, which has a prevalence of about 3.7%, and environmental problems such as deforestation, water pollution, and urbanization pressures. Despite these pressing issues, her and Prince Harry's visit was perfunctory and focused more on image than image, but when she raised these issues, Nigerians were humbled and appreciative. She had feelings for her, and even though it wasn't Mother's Day, she commented that she missed her children. It's pretty hollow in Nigeria. Harry's suggestions that they ask each other if they were okay were unhelpful, as were these actions highlighting her superficiality. Because Harry likes depth, and she is basically self-centered. According to Mrs. Colin Campbell, Meghan is said to have asked the Nigerian government and the Invictus Foundation to cover the cost of clothing for the royal tour of Nigeria. Meghan's wardrobe was in disrepair, and she said she understands that people behind the scenes were deeply upset when she discovered the lead balloon.